What's going on, everybody? It's a blessing to be here. I'm Eyouel from eyouelexchange, the Forex finesse, the crypto caresser. Today we'll be talking about crypto, specifically Bitcoin, and check on the technical side of it. Before we begin, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button with that bell notification on so you can be notified of every time I post videos. Very crucial information. A lot of videos coming soon. I'm trying to keep you guys updated in the circle of mostly crypto and what goes on in these financial markets. But now, let's begin this video.
Forex, everything is Forex.
Alright guys, before we begin, two things I would like to discuss. The first thing will be the technical side of Bitcoin and where the price will be headed. The second thing will be what is the scalability of Bitcoin. So what does Bitcoin have to offer? Are we going to use it for a currency? Are we going to use it to exchange goods? Or are we just going to hodl it and keep it as an exchange of basically an online gold currency? I wouldn't even call it currency, but an online gold standard. So instead of having a physical gold in your hand, you can just have Bitcoin and it will still hold its value. So we'll see what's going to go on. But first, let's check out the technical aspect of it. So as I have stated before, Bitcoin is still on the 70% mark on the Fibonacci level. It has not retraced back. You can see that it made the wick. If we can zoom in this section, you can see that it made the wick. Price came down to about 28,593. Yeah, so after price came down to this price of 28,500, around 515, the bottom of it, it's still hovering around from 30,860 to 41,000. So that's the range I have set up for Bitcoin. It's in the middle of these two. From basically 29,000 to 41,000. That's the range for Bitcoin currently. As we see, and all these things happening in the fundamental side of it as well, it's pushing the price to stabilize at this current price. As long as it's in the 70% mark, then everything is good. But if it falls below this, then we can start getting a little worried and see if it comes to the 90% and then retraces back to around 17,000. I already told you guys I'm expecting it to fall to 19,723 if it falls below this strong support level of $29,000. So if it falls below that, I'm expecting it to fall down to this price level. Alright, so we have checked this technical side of it, but if we zoom in or if we zoom out to the month, you can see a very nice uptrend was happening right here. And this here, let me just show you guys, there's a very strong push to the upside. So what it's doing is, even if all these markets, all these FUD was not going on, all these fundamentals, it most likely would come back, retrace to the golden zone, which is between the 50% and 61.8, and it came and went below that. But Bitcoin, so this is where we talk about Bitcoin. What does it offer? In my opinion, Bitcoin will not be used as an alternate currency, so replacing the dollar or replacing any currency in the world. First of all, it's too expensive to transfer funds, to withdraw funds. There's a lot of fees that you have to pay to the exchanges and to everything else to take out your Bitcoin. So if you take out one Bitcoin, which is worth about around 33,000, let's just call it 34, call it even, you probably have to pay on an average of from 1.5, if I'm not mistaken, 1.5% to 4% of what you have you're trying to switch across. And that's a very high fee. and most people would not want to do it. And I wouldn't want to do it as well, because you're taking a good amount of the money to just transfer your money out, and that makes no sense to me. So that's one way that Bitcoin will not be used as an alternate currency around the world, because there's a lot of very, very cheap cryptocurrency transactions that happen, and they don't take even 1% of your money when you withdraw. So there's a lot of things to consider. So what I think of Bitcoin is, and what Bitcoin has to offer is, of course, we know all the maximalists are going to say Bitcoin is number one, so it will be used around the world and things like that. But if we put that aside for a second, Bitcoin does not have a lot to offer. Yes, we know the cryptocurrency was basically on the back end started off Bitcoin, and Bitcoin was mainly in the mainstream site because of its popularity and being the very expensive Bitcoin it is, and how it jumped from basically less than a penny to $65,000. So this is the number one cryptocurrency in the market cap space, and it gets a lot of people to talk about it, but there isn't really a good use case for it. Hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying. I'm trying to simplify it. You can't really use Bitcoin as transactions because of the high fees. You can most likely hold it, and if you hold it, unless more people come in and buy it, it's really not gonna drive the price super crazy. Of course, the halvings happen every 4 years, but still, this cryptocurrency will not be used as a currency. So let's just get out the way and call it just a crypto. This crypto Bitcoin will not be used as a currency or any means around the world, because it just makes no sense. And when Tesla was accepting Bitcoin, I probably believe a maximum 3 to 5 people paid in Bitcoin. If so, to even receive the Teslas, because it would make no sense to give something up of higher value to receive something that depreciates. I'd rather just pay with cash, because it's fiat currency and it depreciates every single day, every single second. So I just wanted to get that across for today. We just looked at Bitcoin, saw what the use case is for, and what I think of it, which is basically holding it long term. You can't really use it for a lot of things, so it's just an online version of gold. So physical gold is around 1800, if I'm not mistaken, or 15. But we can check real quick. So yeah, physical gold is around 1780, and Bitcoin is around 33,000, 34,000. But so I consider Bitcoin to be an online currency of gold, but not a currency of transaction means. So I just wanted to get that across and tell you guys what the future will hold for Bitcoin. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you have not hit the subscribe button, please hit the subscribe button for me. It will help me out a lot. And like this video if you found it enjoyable or helpful by any means. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. God bless. I am the Forex Vanessa, the Crypto Caressa, and peace out.